Good. So what I'm going to talk, we're going to start right where I left off, guys. So don't worry, you haven't missed anything. I've been kind of waiting for everybody to kind of swing back in. So we were talking about affiliate marketing and stuff like that, and what it means to like actually affiliate marketing. A lot of people think it's just doing Amazon ads, or not Amazon ads, but Amazon links in bio or on YouTube or anything like that. You know, a part of affiliate marketing is TikTok shop, of course, because they're going down, but it's also products or services that can continuously make you money every single month the longer they're signed up. And what I mean is Audible, for example, I was going to say Audible before I was rudely interrupted by the Florida weather, is you can get someone to sign up through an Audible link. You get like a $15 sign up fee, and then you'll get like a recurring amount every single month. And the cool thing about Audible, and then see, this is how you figure out how the system works and stuff, and you can kind of let it work for your advantage, is so you can get someone to sign up for free. They can do a free sign up and you still get the money for it. And how do you get someone to sign up for free? Well, for me, I talk about books I read or listen to and like. One of those books would be, Pat Flynn's Superfan. So YouTube book, it talks about building an online community and how to get your super fans involved like that. Or I would talk about maybe Atomic Habits by James Clear. And what I would do is say, hey, I can get you a free copy of Atomic Habits. If you want to get a free download of Atomic Habits and listen to it to see what I've been talking about this whole time, reach out to me and I'll send you the link to get it. They reach out, you send the link, it's a free sign up. They get a free book with the sign up, and all of a sudden you get a $15 sign up. I've seen a lot of this. I've seen a lot of this success, and then even as far as Amazon signups for Amazon Prime Day, you can get a 7-day sign up for free to try Amazon Prime. You do that on Amazon Prime Day. Hey guys, if you want to get those Amazon specials, those Amazon deals, here's a sign up for free, 7 days, cancel it when you're done. You automatically get a kickback from every time somebody signs up for that. I'll sometimes make a couple $100 just off of that. And that's just off a couple posts. Like, those are the types of things that are affiliate marketing that you can also do that. And that's just two things, right? That's not everything, but that's just two things you can do. Let's move on though. Let's go back up to some of the questions we were having. Okay, so I'm Becky, as I am super new here. Where should I start? I'm from California. So Becky, it really depends. Like, if you're new in this and you haven't done content and stuff before, I highly recommend starting with UGC, only because you don't have to have a following. You don't have to learn how building a following works or anything like that. You just have to learn how to talk on camera. You just literally learn how to pick an item up, talk on camera, and get going. I highly recommend looking at some people that are good in the space, that have done it, and start following them. I highly recommend not following every single guru and every single person in the space, because you'll just get overwhelmed because of all the knowledge, and you'll get different conflicting different people saying different things. And what happens is you get all this going on at once, and then you will not be able to know what's right or what's wrong, because you're getting hit from every direction. So I highly recommend possibly a course of some sorts, a community of some sorts that has success in that and stuff like that. And, there's a bunch of them out there. The one I'm in's UFA. It's, we've been around for 3 years now, and we have almost 4,000 members or something like that. So that's the one I would recommend personally. I mean, of course I'm biased, but we also have a lot of success in the community. But there's all kinds of them out there. You just need to find out what you want to, what you jive with and what you would want to like hang out with to succeed and stuff like that, and learn from, like with the platform Fiverr or something like that, and then go with that community. If you want to know anything about UFA or anything like that, feel free to ask me that in the chat, and I will drop that knowledge for you as well, give you any information you might want to know about the community or anything like that. All right. So we've been live for 54 minutes on and off because of everything going on and stuff. I only have one person in here, which is super sucks, because I had so many people in here earlier before the weather knocked me out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to my third structure for making money online. And it's actually is going to be getting started. What is the best way to get started? Which is kind of crazy. Becky asked that just a minute ago. And we're here at that. And the best way to get started making money online, in my personal opinion, especially when it comes to content, is going to be UGC. Fiverr, and specifically for me, I stand by that statement. Call me out in the chat if you don't believe or you don't agree with starting out on Fiverr. I would love to talk about it. But Fiverr is a platform where you can literally create a profile, create a gig, put yourself out there, and brands come to you. You do not have to go look for brands. That's one reason why I love Fiverr. Fiverr is a platform where you have to put the legwork in up front to start learning and start to get your gig going and stuff, doing a gig intro video and setting the gig up itself. But after that, you're done. You let it sit for 4 to 6 weeks before you ever touch it again. And you have brands that can find you that way. The other way to do UGC would be start other platforms and stuff as well. Incense, Join Brands, Coley, all these other places as well below. Or you can also go on like Reddit or X and look for examples and stuff, or not examples, but jobs on there and post on there and post a video example or your portfolio and try to be hired. I always say start with Fiverr, because once you set your gig up on Fiverr, you don't need to worry about it. You can walk away from it and then start doing all that other stuff anyways. You need to let Fiverr cook in the books for a little bit and get going through the algorithm before you really get traction on Fiverr anyways. So why would you not just go ahead and do that, knock it out, and then start doing all this other stuff, right? Learn how to do Fiverr, learn how it works, learn how to do an intro video, learn how to get examples done, and then you can use all that for your advantage going to all these other platforms and stuff while you get hired or wait on Fiverr to get going. That's my suggestion with that. That's how I've always done it. That's how I did do it, and I got great success from it. If you got any questions about UGC or Fiverr, let me know down below. I'll definitely answer those as quickly as possible. I do answer all questions while I'm live. I don't leave a live until I answer every single question. So the more questions you guys ask, the more I can give you, the longer I'll be here and stuff like that. I do hate that we have missed out on a lot of people just because of the stream and stuff. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer some commonly asked questions in the space. And then if you guys get like any kind of inkling of an idea of a question, you can feel free to drop it in the chat below. So let's start with UGC. What's the realistic timeline to start making money on Fiverr? So UGC and Fiverr. So this is a commonly asked question. I'm asked this. I think this is probably one of the top questions I'm asked about Fiverr. And it honestly just really depends on, there's so many factors it depends on, is how you set your gig up, what your intro video looks like, what your title look like, what your thumbnail looks like. And is it just SEO optimized for success? And then how do you know it's optimized? Because we have people that'll come through. I have people that are getting my DMs and they'll tell me like, hey, I've done everything. This is optimized. I've done everything I can. And I'll ask them what their impression rate is versus the click-through rate. And they don't know. And I'm just like, well, how do you know if it's optimized if you don't even know the basics? Because that is the basics of knowing if your gig's optimized. Just because you copied a title and a thumbnail and maybe a description doesn't necessarily mean it's optimized for success. You'll know if it's optimized for success when you see the numbers for the impression and click-through rate, right? So like, for example, a Fiverr gig, if your numbers for your impressions daily is under 80, then it's not really optimized for success. You need to tweak it and you need to figure out why it's not. Now, if it's, and the first thing I always tell people that could reach out to me is, what are your clicks? Even if you have 20 a day, if you have 20 impressions a day, what are your clicks on those 20 impressions? Do you have any clicks at all ever? If it's no, then we know where we kind of need to start. If it's yes, then we know where we kind of need to start. And what do I mean by that? Well, impressions are if they see it while they scroll. If a brand sees you while they're scrolling through, that's an impression. A click is them actually clicking on your gig. So if you have 40 impressions but have 0 clicks, that means they're not clicking on your gig, which means your thumbnail's not strong enough. That's a super, like, it's like AB. 1 + 1 is 2. 3 if you're like me sometimes and don't know math. But you get what I'm saying, right? If you have clicks, but you're getting no orders off just even if it's 20 impressions a day and you get 2 or 3 clicks on those 20 impressions and you get no orders, then we might have to look at our pricing. We have to like figure out what we need to optimize. So I highly recommend starting with the title if you're getting less than 80 impressions a day. And then from there, and definitely don't update everything at once. This is the worst thing that anybody can do with their Fiverr gigs. The reason being is because when you update everything at once, you don't know what you need to fix if it didn't work because you did everything at once. I know it's a longer step process, but do 1, maybe 2 things at not once. Don't go in there and update your gig, intro, video, your title, your pricing, your thumbnail, and description, like the entire gig, and then like be like, oh man, it didn't work. Okay, well, what do you have to change? Well, I don't know. I changed it all. Well, now we got to start over. So we're going to do 1 or 2 things max at a time. I highly recommend that if you're under 80 impressions a day, you're going to start with your title. We want to get those titles to optimize, and then from there, we're going to, after 4 to 6 weeks, we're going to go back. If we're at 80 impressions a day, okay, cool. We're at the impression rate. We're getting seen. Now, how many clicks am I getting? If you're getting clicks, and you're like, well, crap, I'm getting impressions, I'm getting clicks on my gigs, but I'm not getting orders. What's going on? There's 2 things that can be going on there. The first thing I would look at is your pricing. It's super simple to look at your pricing real quick. Am I pricing competitive enough with the people around me in the tier that I'm in? So if you're a new seller, are you new seller in level 1 pricing? If you're level 2 in prorated pricing and you're a new seller, that's why you're not getting orders, because the brands see your pricing versus my pricings and they're the same. And I got hundreds of reviews and hundreds of example videos from working with brands, and they're going to hire me every single time over you. That just makes common sense, right? So if your pricing is what it's supposed to be, right? If your pricing is from a new level, a new seller or level 1, and you're right around everybody else competitive wise, then we're going to look at our intro video, because evidently it has to be our intro video at that point. If there's something in our intro video that's not good, like, so a lot of times when I look at a lot of people's intro videos, what'll happen is I'll watch their intro video, and within 20 to 25 seconds, I might see B-roll. Brands aren't hanging around that long. There's no reason to, first of all, there's no reason to do like a 60 to 90 second intro video. I highly recommend bringing that intro video down as short as possible. When brands click on an intro video, they're looking for 2 things. What do you look like talking on camera? Are you confident? Can you convince them that you can sell their product? And 2 is, can you do the work? So your 2 main things is, your first main thing needs to be face to camera, talking wise. And then the very next thing needs to be B-roll shot or examples of your work. So for example, if I were to tell you to make a gig as a new creator or somebody that's got example videos, I would say, hey, what's going on, guys? My name is James. Check out some of my example work. I'd love to work with you. I would immediately, but within 5 to 6 seconds, show examples. And I'm not going to show 25, 30-second examples. I'm going to show about 5 to 10 seconds tops of an example video, and I'm going to go to a couple different categories. Why is that? Why I'm going to show different categories? Because I want to show brands that I'm diverse in what I can do. I don't want to be a one-trick pony when it comes to UGC, because I want brands to know I can do dog UGC, I can do law firm UGC, I can do spokesperson UGC, I can do SaaS UGC, I can do it all. So I'm going to show all the different examples that I could do really quick, like 5 to 6 seconds for me, because I have a lot of them. I'll do one in every category if I have the time. But if you're not doing that, and if this is your intro video, if you're looking for engaging, authentic, converting UGC video, I'm James, a 38-year-old male millennial, and I have been a truck driver for 10 years, and I'm gone. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I am gone if I'm a brand, because first of all, you just told me you wrote your entire script in AI because you used the main AI words that everybody uses that knows it, authentic, engaging, like that screams AI. And the second thing is, you've been talking for 15 seconds and I've only seen your face. Cool, you could talk on screen. but you use AI to write your scripts, and I haven't seen any example work. I'm gonna go over here to the next person and see what they can do. Like that's how it works. Like we're like brands are in and out. You got to remember, they're not just sending one message. Like when you get a message on Fiverr, right? They typically send 10 to 15 messages to everybody else. So that means they're going and looking at probably dozens of different creators in the space to see who they want to work with. And this is why I also say it's super important to do a really good job for the brands and agencies that do work out for you or do work with you, because if they can find a creator that can create really good content and they could just keep coming back to every month and not have to go through the pit every single month, they'll do that. I'm a talking testimony of that because a majority of my work is return clients. I get new clients every month too, but a lot of my clients come to me month after month after month because I do the freaking job and I do it very well. I like to treat my clients as freaking, you know what I mean? Like I go over and beyond for them. Like I literally did a talking head video. It was a 90-second talking head video. It took me 30 minutes to record. I'm not exaggerating by that, by the way, because the lines were so hard for me to remember and they were bigger words and stuff, but I got it done. And then I went through that 30 minutes and edited it down. They only needed the raw footage. They only paid me for the raw footage. That means I didn't have to do any editing if I didn't want to. I went through and took all the bad lines out and took all the long gaps out. Took that 30-minute clip down to 11 minutes. That's going over and beyond for a brand. And guess what? That brand will see that and be like, oh, wow. Because I put that in the order delivery, of course. Hey, guys, just let you know, the video was over 30 minutes long. I went ahead and trimmed all the bad cuts out for you guys so your editing team had an easier time editing my video. Hopefully that helps. Of course it helps. They're like, what? You knocked 20 minutes off of it? Wow, thanks. Anyways, that is some of the things that I talk about. That's some of the things I coach about. That's some of the things I teach about. Also, I'm highly educated into upselling. Like learning how, like the upselling trick on Fiverr. There's so many ways to upsell and stuff like that that we teach and stuff, and also in the community and stuff like that. All right, cool. I appreciate the love and support in the comments or in the comment section. The hearts, I see them. I appreciate that. Let's talk about something else. We have another question I have been asked a lot. Is TikTok Shop, okay, yeah, this is a good one. Is TikTok Shop worth it if you're not already doing UGC? I think that person meant to ask it, is UGC worth doing if you're already doing TikTok Shop? Did I write that question wrong? I think I wrote that question wrong. Okay, yeah. So I had someone ask me the other day in one of my DMs is if they're doing TikTok Shop. They asked me if they're already doing TikTok Shop and successful in TikTok Shop, should they start doing UGC? My answer is, especially if you were here at the beginning of the stream, it's going to be yes. It's always going to be yes, because it's multiple streams of income. You already know how to appear on camera. You already know how to talk to the camera. You already know how to make videos about products that sell. You're good at it if you're having success on TikTok Shop. So there's no reason not to do UGC. Listen, TikTok Shop is great. I do a little TikTok Shop. I make a little money from it and everything else. But the amount of videos to be a successful TikTok Shop, like really successful, the amount of videos I see people put out, it is crazy. The amount, like they're pretty much doing UGC Canvas on their TikToks, trying to become a TikTok affiliate. I choose UGC because I get paid per video. I don't get a possible paid per video. I don't get that possible blow up. Don't get me wrong. I do TikTok Shop, and I'm even going to get into it more with my main brand for Pew's Review. I'm setting a studio up and everything else. But for me, I want to get paid every single time I make a brand video for a brand. So that's why I do UGC. It's so rewarding in that way, to where I don't have to worry about if I'm going to. If I make 45 videos for this week and if none of them blow up, I don't get paid. And I just made 45 videos for no reason other than repetition. Of course, king is repetition. But if I make 45 UGC videos for brands, I got paid every single time for those brands. And I made a lot of money that week. So that's why I like it. But if you're already doing TikTok shop, there's no reason not to do UGC. I highly, highly, highly stand behind that. If you guys have questions about that and stuff, make sure you ask it in the chat below. I'll be here for a few more minutes. I'm going to stay a few minutes just because I got kicked off. I was going to stop streaming in an hour, but since I got kicked off the stream so many times because of the weather, I'm going to hang out for a little while, especially if questions come in and stuff like that. I'll be answering them. We're at almost 10,000. Where was it? 10,000 likes, guys. Where was it? 10,000 freaking likes. Holy crap. Y'all just showing up and started showing out. Wow. Let's freaking go. All right. Anyways, let's another question. Let's see. What gear do you actually need starting out? Do you need a mic? Do you need a camera? Do you need lights? Starting to do UGC, starting to do YouTube even, starting to do TikTok shop, starting to do any of these revenues when it comes to making content. Do you need gear like this? Absolutely not. You do not need gear like this. You need your cell phone right here. This is the only thing you need to start making money out of the gate. Period. Right? Like if you have one of these, you're golden. Now, don't get me wrong. I recommend getting some of these mics, right? I might have a few of them sitting around. Just a few of them though, you know what I mean? Just in hand's reach, like just a few of these hanging around. But you don't need them, especially if you're doing UGC, especially if you're doing TikTok shop. TikTok shop's meant to be organic and very laid back anyways. So you don't need to have a mic to get started. I recommend it personally. And you can get a $20 lapel mic that clips to you, that hooks up wired to your phone. That's what I started out with in YouTube. Cell phone and a lapel mic that was $20 off of Amazon. But you don't need any of that. You can start right now with just your cell phone. If you have an iPhone, what are they on? Like 17? You got an iPhone like 12 up, you're good. You got 1080p on your cell phone, you're good. You're good to start. You can start right now. You don't have to go out and spend thousands of dollars on equipment, $500 on equipment or anything else. Now, I will say this. I'm a true believer in investing in yourself, right? Investing in yourself to get ahead faster. Like, I used to be one of the guys that would say everything is free online. I'll just go to YouTube Academy and I'll learn everything I need to learn from that. Two things there. The first thing I'll say is this. If you want to do that, you're more than welcome to. But what's going to happen? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You're going to find 3, 4, 5, 6 gurus that are actually really good in the space. But you're going to listen to all of them, and they're going to all tell you different little ways to start. And then you're going to get all this information in and all these people telling you different things and stuff that it's going to give you overanalysis and paralysis or whatever the freak you call it. And it's going to cause you to stall, not start, or be confused trying to start because you're listening to so many different people at once. I'm a living testimony of this. When I first started YouTube 6 years ago, the first year and a half, I did my own thing. I was listening to every guru. I was watching every single thing. And then I decided to lock in on just one guru. One system that I like, the people that I like, the people I've jived with the most. I started listening to just what they said to do. And all of a sudden, all this other stuff that I was trying to figure out and trying to do and doing everybody's things at once, I just pushed them to the side and start. And the cool thing is, and the crazy thing is, all the other stuff that everybody else tells you to do, they all tell you to do the same thing. A lot of times it might be in a different order, but eventually it all is the same thing leading to the same area. But instead of me being overloaded with all the information at once, I got to do one step at a time because I only followed one creator, one guru in that space for YouTube, right? So I started having success right after that. The other thing is time. Time is money, right? Like, you going and watching video after video, different creators, different gurus and stuff, trying to figure out what works and stuff, doing all the research, looking through the comment sections to see whose content's better, what guru works here and there and there. That all takes time, and time is money. And I don't know about you, but me, I am to a place in my life where I don't have a lot of time anymore. I need to know what works now. I need to know what was going to get me to the next step now. And if me having to pay a little bit of money to get to the next step, it is highly, highly like worth it for me to save the time. Let me give you a second example. When I first started doing UGC, when I first started doing Fiverr, I was in that mindset. I didn't want to pay for it. So I created my own gig. I created my own profile and all that, and was doing it and was getting nowhere. I was getting no traction at all. Then I decided I was gonna find somebody to try to help. I found Arbel Kimmick, freelance big sis, right? Her course was like $250. The last thing I wanted to do at that time was spend like $250 on anything. I'm trying to make money, not spend money. But I went back to my mindset of like, last time I said no to something like this, it took me longer to get to where I needed to be because I was being stubborn and money hungry about myself. So I spent the $250. In a month, I made my money back. In 1 month on Fiverr, I made my money back. I have made $50,000+ on Fiverr now since then, off of $250 I spent on her course. I could have possibly gone through, found all the information, and followed all these different gurus, and maybe I would have gotten to where I wanted to go. But how long would it have taken me? I always ask myself that question. If I wouldn't have been so stubborn when I first started YouTube and just immediately start, the course I paid for on YouTube, I'm going to let you guys know, it was $1,000. $1,000 a year and a half. I did not want to spend $1,000 on a course, but I knew that if I wanted to grow and I wanted to get better, I had to spend money to make money. And when I did that, I immediately started advancing in YouTube. That's why I started. That's when Arbel's was only $250. I was like, well, let me try this. You know what I mean? Like for $250, and I have made a lot of money through Fiverr, and that's what her whole course is about. It's about Fiverr. It's about. We are 500 likes away from 10K, guys. I cannot believe that. I appreciate every single freaking one of you guys that are coming in here and doing that. Appreciate you. All right. Anyway, sorry. So yeah. The crazy thing is that her course has been around so long. Her community has been around so long. It is so proven at this point that people will come through here while I'm live and just rave about it. And they'll talk about it and stuff because they know it worked. They've been in the community and it all works. And the other crazy thing is it's only $97 while I'm freaking live. Are you freaking kidding me? First of all, I paid freaking $250 for it. And now it's like, I get to give it away for $97. That's freaking awesome, by the way, for you guys. $97 for a course that teaches you everything from start to finish with Fiverr, that gets you started in 2 hours if you want to, that has a community with over 4,000 people in it, that has a leader, the leader, Arbel Kimmick herself, that has literally been on Fiverr for 12 years, that has seen all the pitfalls, that has been on billboards and everything else for Fiverr in Times Square, and that has students that has made over hundreds of thousands of dollars. The community in a whole, I'd have to believe we're close to 3 million, if not over $3 million at this point since the community's been around, which would be like $1 million a year at this point. Lots of success stories in that community. It's only $97 while I'm live. If you guys want to know about that, I'm only because of the weather and stuff. That's the only reason why I'm still live. Once I get off here, that does leave. So if you guys want to know how to get access for that and everything else, let me know. If not, it's all good. All right, I'm gonna move on to another question that has been asked quite a bit on here. Hey, what's going on, Michael? When building multiple streams of income, why does everyone try to skip it? Yeah. Okay. This is a good question. What's the slowest route when building multiple streams of income, and why does everyone still try to skip it? I think that's a weird question because if it's the slowest route, that's probably why they try to skip it. But it's cool. We'll answer it anyway. So the slowest route of income, in my personal opinion, is going to be YouTube. And the only reason why I say YouTube because of what it takes to get in to start making money AdSense wise on YouTube. A lot of people think that's where they make it. when I first started doing YouTube, for some reason, I thought if I were to get a YouTube partner, my life is going to change. I'm going to make all this money. And it's not even, it's YouTube AdSense is literally like 2% of my monthly income. It's literally 2% of my monthly income, but YouTube still pays me really, really well because of the affiliate marketing and the brand deals that come through YouTube. So a lot of people do not stick with YouTube because of how long it takes to get to that point, but it really doesn't take as long as people think. And the money that you can start making on YouTube through just affiliate marketing and brand deals is good if you set yourself up for success from the very beginning of YouTube. Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. I could teach you how to make money online. Absolutely, man. So what you want to do is you want to grab a camera and start recording yourself. Get into UGC, create a Fiverr gig, a Fiverr profile, and start making UGC videos. I'm live all the time. You're more than welcome to come in here and ask me questions on how to get going on UGC and stuff. And I would be more than happy to give you all the tools necessary for you to start making money tomorrow on online income. I used to work as a trucker, made over I made over $100,000 a year, and I was able to replace it with this. He left. He just wanted free money. I know. It's okay. A lot of people just want free money. They don't want to work for it. Unfortunately, that's not how business works. That's not how this works. If you want to be successful, if you want to learn, you want to earn, you want to get out of your 9-to-5, it's going to take work. If you're looking for a free handout, I give them through knowledge. That's how I get my free hand. 6 figures, thank you. That's what I was trying to say. The English language has left me. I forgot how to speak it for a second there. But yes, it takes work, it takes dedication, but I promise you, if you stick to it, it's well worth it. I replaced my 6-figure income with doing content online for UGC, YouTube, Amazon. Amazon, guys, listen. If you're not an Amazon influencer and you're able to become an Amazon influencer, you guys are truly missing out. The amount of stuff I get from being an Amazon influencer and the amount of money I make for making easy. Guys, listen, I can't tell you how easy it is to be an Amazon influencer. What I'll do is I'll show you how easy it is to be an Amazon influencer. I'm going to do a live video on the spot right now, just to show you how easy it is to be an Amazon influencer. Right? All right, here we go. What's going on, Amazon? This is Zephyr Hills water bottle that was sent out to me to do a video on, and this is probably some of the best tasting water I like anyways, because I like spring water. I'm not a big fan of Dasani at all. I think it sucks. I think it tastes like piss. Actually, I wouldn't say that in an Amazon video because it wouldn't be posted. But in any case, you know what I'm saying here. This is a 16.9 fluid ounce bottle. It does come with the ring that you know when it's been open or not. And if you buy this pack, you get the 36 pack. So you're not getting a 24 pack. You're actually going to get the 36 pack. They're all super. I would probably look at the bottle and pause for a second and say some other things about it. It's 500 milliliters, and you're able to take this on a bus. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's super easy. And I would just, like, if you're looking for a refreshing taste of water here on Amazon, definitely check out Zephyr Hills. I'll see you guys and gals in the next video. Peace and love. That's it. I promise you that's about as easy as it gets. Here, I'll do one more real quick because that Zephyr Hills was weird to me. I know. I would do a water bottle if it was on Creator Connection, but let's do this. What's going on, Amazon? So I got the DJI mini mics here. These were sent out to me to do a video on, even though they weren't. So with this particular set, you get 2 of these, right? And these are really, really cool because one is they have the clip where you can clip them on if you want to, but if you want to just put them like maybe in the middle of your shirt, they actually just magnetize and sit there. They just sit there just like that. You don't have to do anything else with them. You can stick them to the side of your hat if you want to. You could put them on the side of your glasses if you want to. You're able to do all that. And the cool thing is this is compatible with iPhone. It's compatible with Android. It's compatible with PC. It's compatible with DSLR cameras. Anything that you can pretty much hook this up to, it's compatible with. And the biggest thing with these is you get a charging case with these as well. So when you're done using them, or if you're in the field or something like that and you just need some mics to use, you know, when you pull them out of here, as long as you got lights on the box itself, they're fully charged and ready to go. And on top of that, if you have DJI, like an Osmo Pocket 3 or an Extra Muse or an Osmo Pocket 4, you can hook these up Bluetooth to this where you don't even need the receiver. They'll hook directly up to these Bluetooth and you don't need no receiver or anything. The audio is crystal clear and they sound amazing. So if you're looking for 2 mics with a charging case and hooks up to any device that you can possibly name, then definitely check out the DJI mini mics here on Amazon. I'll see you guys and gals in the next video. See, that's it. You guys just saw it right there. Boom, on the spot, right? Like that is an Amazon influencer video that I did off the top of my head. You can tell me that was freaking good because I know that was pretty freaking good. I just went crazy on that on the spot review with no notes or anything. That's because I use the product every day. That's why I know so much about it. But that's all it is. You do that. That took me it took me about a minute and a half review, right? I call them overviews, by the way. We don't say the word review and for FTC guideline purposes. But the overview took me about a minute and a half. It would take me another 30 seconds to edit it, another minute to upload it. So within 5 minutes, I had done a video. How many of those can you do a week? Creator Connections pay you 10% at least on affiliate, sometimes up to 50%. Get into Creator Connections, start having brands send you stuff for free just to do videos just like that. Then you get good enough, they start paying you. I get paid for some of my videos. Literally, like they'll reach out to me. I'll say, hey, it's $60. It's $60 for me to do a 90-second, a 5-minute video. Okay, here's my money. Just post a video. No usage rights. They don't get the video or anything. That's just me making the video. Takes me 5 minutes. They'll pay me $60. And on top of that, I make an affiliate. Amazon influencer, I'm telling y'all, Amazon influencer is also where it's at. All right, cool. Let me add some of this. That was actually good. No, see, I know. Okay. In my defense, I've been doing it for 6 years. But if you guys were to see the first time I started doing all this, the first time I started, doing YouTube and Amazon, oh my gosh, I would have been like, hey guys, what's going on? This is the DJI Mini 2, and you get like 2 mics with it. And I think, yeah, they have this magnet. Like that's literally like I would be like, that's literally how I spoke. But through repetition, through practice, through showing up each and every day on camera and just doing this and practicing it, repetition is king, right? So it doesn't matter where you start or how bad you are when you start. I promise you, if you look at my first YouTube video ever, you would be like, holy crap, that's the same guy. For one, because I used to be 400 pounds, so you would totally not recognize me. Everybody that sees me back in the day and they see me now, they're like, is that really you? Like, yeah, that's really me. So, and 2 is the way I articulate and speak. I kind of speak too fast sometimes, which I am actually working on. That's why I'm live now. Send you one for review. I have one, so you're not getting these, unfortunately. What you can do is start doing your own videos, and they'll send them to you eventually. I've worked with lots and lots of really big brands in the tech world, including Elgato, AverMedia. I'm talking to ASUS, right? Well, I was talking to ASUS. I don't know if we're going to be working it out, unfortunately, but we'll see. I have worked with, who else have I worked? Razer. I have worked with PowerA. I have worked with FlyDigi. I have worked with Tony, Ozbot. Like I can go. I've worked with over 1,000 brands at this point. Like, not even exaggerating. I've worked with over 1,000 brands at this point. Some really big brands and some very, very small brands, mom and pop brands. And I love the mom and pop brands because they're doing exactly what all we want to do. It's just become an entrepreneur and make it. All right. Cool. Hey, I appreciate the love with the kitty cat. Didn't see it pop through on my screen, but I see it now. Appreciate you. All right, let me get to one more. Let me do one more question before I wrap this thing up a bit. We're almost at 90 minutes. I know we got lost a couple times in translation because of the storm and stuff like that. I apologize. Hopefully tomorrow it won't be bad if I'm on tomorrow. Usually I try to get on, but we'll see. Okay, let's talk about how do you know when to add a second stream versus focus on one? Oh, that's a very good question. I actually love that question. How do you know when it's time to add a second stream of income, or should you just focus on one at a time or one mainly to get that one bigger? Because this is a very, very hot topic. Because some people will say you only want to do one at a time, don't move, continue to do that one. This is my thought process on multiple streams of income and how you should do it. You should start with one. Once you understand that one, you should then add a second. Then you should understand a third, a fourth, a fifth. What I mean by when to add them and how to add them, when I first started, I started with YouTube. I understood YouTube, and with YouTube, it kind of was weird because it came with multiple streams right out the gate, right? You had YouTube AdSense, which I was not, it took me a year to get to 4,000 watch hours in a year, as well as 1,000 subscribers, which I guess I'm part of the 1% club that do that, which it's weird, but I did it. Then I also had affiliate marketing. So that was with the links and stuff like that. And then brand deals, but brand deals didn't come for a couple years. So really it was just affiliate marketing. So YouTube, learning that platform and learning how to do that and stuff. Then I moved on to Fiverr. UGC is Fiverr, but I didn't want to go outside of Fiverr to do UGC because I wanted to learn how Fiverr worked. I wanted to learn the ins and outs, and I wanted to learn how to do UGC. So I started on just Fiverr. I did not go outside of Fiverr for like the first year. Once I got an understanding of how Fiverr worked, once I became like a, pretty much level 2 and had a very successful, for me, it was super successful. And on Fiverr, stop licking me. My dog is licking my leg. Then I decided to learn how to go on the outside. And this is the reason why I say that, right? So if you're trying to learn how to Fiverr works itself, you're trying to learn how to work with the chat. You're trying to learn how to understand how to do everything, as well as I'm over here like contradicting myself. I feel like now that I think about it a little bit more, because Fiverr is not like it used to be. So I have to backstep on that. I think you should start by starting your gig on Fiverr, but then moving off of Fiverr, as in looking for jobs outside of Fiverr. And the only reason why I say that, because Fiverr can be a little slow starting out now. When I started Fiverr, specifically me, it was 2.5 years ago. So when I started Fiverr, I immediately started getting jobs on Fiverr. It does not happen now, but it's a lot more rarer for it to immediately start happening for people. So a lot of times what'll happen is they'll get on Fiverr and they'll sit around for a little while, and then all of a sudden they might get an order, they might get a message after a month or two. So my philosophy is just go ahead and get your gigs going, but take your ass off of Fiverr and find work elsewhere as quickly as possible. So like Coley, Join Brands, Incense, all the platforms I don't use, Join Brands, Billo, but X, I use X. So if you're on X, definitely looking for jobs and stuff there, and as well as Reddit. UGC communities in Reddit, I hear it's really well. I haven't really looked for jobs on Reddit yet. I probably need to dabble on it. And LinkedIn, since Steph is here. Hi, Steph. LinkedIn is another good platform. You have missed it, by the way, Steph. I have been live for a while, and I literally had like an F5 tornado come through here, lost power 6 times, and just destroyed my chat. But we're at 10K likes. We lost everything, and we still somehow got the 10K likes. Like, holy crap. Yeah, it was bad. My dog was shaking. My other dog was barking at the thunder and lightning. It was really, really bad. We kept pushing through, and then I lost power like 4 times. And we had a couple people keep coming back through it all, so that's good. Any case, Yeah, so that's kind of how I would say to do it though. Like I wouldn't go, hey, go do Amazon influencer, go do UGC, go do YouTube, go do all these at once, because what happens is you get overloaded, and because of all the information you're trying to learn, it's going to cause you to just it's going to cause you to delay, because you're not going to be able to figure it all out, only because there's too much information coming in, right? And one of my things I tell people now is, when people start asking me, is one of the things I'm learning to do myself is, if you're asking me for a bottle of water, I need to give you a bottle of water, not a freaking fire hydrant, right? A lot of times, and I'm learning to catch myself on this now, is when somebody asks me an answer for something, I'll get super excited because I know the answer, and I'll forget that they might not understand it the way I understand it, and I'll just freaking unload. And I get super excited, and I start talking really fast, and I can't help myself, and it's like, oh my God, oh God, oh God. And I realize they're sitting there like this because I like, and the funny thing is, a lot of times, a lot of the people that do that, they love that. They do. Like a lot of time, and people tell me all the time, oh no, it was great. We loved it. We absolutely loved it. But what'll happen is they'll delay and get started because I gave them so much information, and it's my fault. And I'm not really servicing the person that I'm trying to coach and help because I'm giving them too much information. So I'm learning to, it's a very long process. I'm learning to slow down and give them what they need, not what they want. Oh, that's a freaking line. That's a line, ain't it? Focus on one thing and get good at it, and then move on. Info overload can be a paralysis. Yep. Oh, my dog is right here. I need to take a drink of water. All right. Yeah. So that's my thought process on that and everything else. We have talked about a few different things this stream. Regardless of how many times it's been cut off, we've gone through a bunch of different things. I'm going to answer a couple more questions that I get frequently, and then I'm probably going to hop off just because I have been live for an hour and a half now. I'm so pissed because I had like freaking 15 people in here chatting at one time, and I lost power, but it's okay. They'll be back tomorrow, maybe. Okay, let's see what we got here. Is it two? Okay, yeah. This is a big one. Is it too late to start with how saturated things are? I hear this all the time, right? I hear like a lot of times, like, hey, a couple things. Fiverr is oversaturated. UGC is oversaturated. TikTok Shop's oversaturated. YouTube's oversaturated. Like all these different things are oversaturated. And I think that's the most craziest thing in the world to be, oh, hey, I appreciate the heart. I think that's one of the biggest just misinformation that people tell, because like, how can it be oversaturated with how many products are out there in the world to buy? The industry right now is like an $8.4 billion industry. Like, what? It's huge. There's so many, like, you guys, like, there's probably 100,000 items to one creator in the world. Like, really think about that for a second. How many items there are, like, just on my desk alone. I did a video on my YouTube desk, and it's going to drop, I think, today or tomorrow, where I go through a lot of my bigger items, but I had so many items just on my little 6x6 desk right here. It ended up being 20-something items just on my 6x6 desk. And we think that it's oversaturated with creators. 4.8 billion active users a month on YouTube, but we think it's oversaturated. Guys, do you know if you can get 1% of that, how much you would make? How many views you would have? Of just 0.01% even. Of a billion? Of 4.8 billion active users a month on YouTube. And it's astronomically big on TikTok as well. But like I said, the spending money online and being live is another thing. It's going to be huge. My dog keeps licking me. Stop licking me. He's licking a sore on me. So it's not oversaturated by any stretch of the imagination, and I'll tell you why. Yes, yes. Let me Jeepster. I'll get to you in a second. You are your own unique person. Nobody out there in the world is you. Nobody else can be who you are. Nobody else can do what you do. Nobody else can think like you, as in like your own unique biometrical person that you have been created to be. People are going to jive with you that don't jive with me. People are going to want to be around you for who you are and what you talk about and what you bring to the table. That is a couple things there. That's one thing AI will never replace. This right here, this interaction right here. No one can have this. AI cannot have this interaction. No one can do what this is doing right here, right now. Because I'm unique. No AI can copy me like this, right? So learn to tap into that and learn to lean into that. Guys, I've like, the truth be told, I've been online for 6 years, and some of the things that made me like grow slower, I think, is because I was so scared of like offending people and doing the right thing and stuff. And actually, to be complete and give kudos to her, I give her credit. I've given her credit before. And Steph that was in here, me and her are friends, and her like seeing the way she shows up online and stuff, and the way she's just her authentic self, has really made me just want to just be the same way. Like, I'm just my authentic self. You like me, you don't like me, I don't care. And that has done so much for me as a person, a brand, and enjoying making content, that I'm starting to attract people that think and like me for me. I'm not worried about this, people not liking me for what I say, because if you don't like me for what I say, that's cool. Go watch somebody else. I promise you, there are way more people out there that will like you, or you'll like, that say what you say or what you think, because there are so many people out there online right now. And that's fine. I'm to the point now, I'm in the Yap Challenge, and I think just like Jesse Jean now. Like, I want to be able to I want people in here that I can kick it with. Right, that I like 2000s music. I got Black Eyed Peas playing right now. Night's gonna be a good night. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I jam to. But I also listen to gospel. I also listen to worship music. That's me. That's what I do. Right? Like, I'll listen to Eminem. That's me. That's who I am. I listen to Tupac, 90s rap. That's me. That's who I am. I listen to country. I actually listen to pretty much every genre of music, if you haven't noticed yet. But that's what's so unique about me, is people are gonna gravitate towards me based on who I am, and that's what I want. I want people to gravitate towards me based on who I am. I'm an encourager. I'm a realist. I'll tell you how it is, and I'll also be I'll be your biggest supporter there is. But I don't want to be fake either. Anyways, a little side note there. So you do YouTube and attach Amazon links? Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, you're definitely going to want to do that, because it's a stream of income and it's free to do. Right? Like with Amazon affiliate, you can sign up. You have 6 months to make 3 sales through your affiliate links. It's not hard. And even if it doesn't happen, all it does is it knocks you out of the program, and you literally can reapply the next day and get back in. I started it within like a week. I hit it. And that's when I had like less than 100 subscribers. Right. So just having a few, just having them there, it's free to do. And it's a stream of income. I have 2 YouTube channels now. One is Pew's Review, that I do all my gaming gear and content gear creation. And the other one is literally for Amazon affiliate. So Amazon influencer videos, I literally take from Amazon and upload them to YouTube. Same exact videos to cycle more income in. And it definitely works. I make thousands of dollars, a few $1,000s a month off of Amazon alone. So yeah, definitely want to do that if you have a YouTube channel. My doggy's in his Thunder jacket. I don't know the Thunder song. What's the Thunder song from Ted? I wouldn't sing it on here because I'd get banned. But this is a Thunder jacket. It hugs him tightly, and he hates it, but it takes his mind off of the storm. So he'll just like roll around on the ground and stuff instead of shaking real bad. But yeah, this is my pup. It works. It does its job. I've done an Amazon video on this. Signed up good. Yes, definitely sign up, get going. And if you have like a following on TikTok of any sorts, look in the Amazon influencer. It's free to sign up as well. And then once you sign up and you're approved, you're good to go. Then you need to make 3 videos and get approved into on-site commissions, which is Amazon influencer, as in making videos for their website. Once you're in there, that's where you can really start making a lot of money at. When you hear the sound of thunder, do you scared? Just grab your thunder buddy. Oh, sorry. Yeah. He's my little thunder buddy. He'll like literally just jump in my lap when it's thundering. He's such a pansy. He is. I love him though. We got him when he was like 3 months old, I think it was 3 months old, and he had already been neutered. And like my theory behind it, and this is like my theory, is I'll come back to that, Jessica, absolutely, is that he was neutered too soon. Like he did all his like, he didn't develop all like his like genes for being a guy and being strong and being mean. He's like a little pup all the time. He's scared of everything. I'm not even lying. If somebody farts outside, he's scared. Yeah. I said that online live. Anyways, okay. Oh wait, I missed the part about Amazon affiliate. I'm really interested in this. What part? Amazon affiliate. So okay. So Amazon. Oh, you want to get down? Hold on. Let me back up. Ooh. So Amazon affiliate, be careful, buddy. Amazon affiliate is free to sign up for. You just go on there and you sign up, and then you can use Amazon affiliate, and you can post like, you can do it pretty much anywhere you want to post Amazon affiliates. Other than you can't send text messages, guys. Just FYI, you can't do the whole text messaging, DMing, and sending people to your friends list and this, that, and the other and stuff. I just realized that my shorts are really short, and I just saw like the end of my replay. I'm wearing shorts. I promise you guys. I'm not just in briefs. That would be super weird. My YouTube's a little bit further behind, and I just saw like, oh my gosh, my legs are so white. But you can't send links to just anybody. That will get you kicked out of the program and banned really, really fast. Just FYI there. But you can post them on TikTok. You can post them on Facebook, YouTube, anywhere that pretty much online that has an open platform. So like example is if it's a closed or private Facebook group, you can't share links in there. It's against Amazon TOS to do that. But if it's an open group, you can do that there too. So like, if you're part of a UGC community that's open for all UGC creators and you want to share the gear you use, you can share affiliate links in there. You just literally, once you share, the TOS says you just need to let them know it's an affiliate link. So that's that. That's pretty much what we were talking about. If you got questions about that, feel free to drop them. I'm literally, guys, I'm gonna give you all a few more minutes, and I am gonna hop off here because I have literally I've been on for a while, and I'm still irritated that the live stream got cut because of the storm. My girl dog is like that. I think we got her fixed too early too. I do. I think it really is something with hormones and stuff, and like with like the development of the dogs and stuff that they get fixed too early. Like because I have a little Yorkie dog, he get too crass about a storm. We got him fixed at like a year, and he'll bark at it. He'll want to attack it. I'm like, dude, what? Like, and he's got little dog syndrome. No, I mean, little dog syndrome exists. I didn't really know it existed until I had a Yorkie. It exists. Like the dude will go after like a fully grown pit bull, 150 pound, it don't matter. He will he's ready to go rip that dog's throat out. And I'm just like, bro, like you don't even know, dude, that dog can fart on you and you die, bro. Like you need to calm down. You just need to calm down. What is it with me and farting? That is so weird. I'm so sorry, guys. Anyways, what kind of videos are we making for affiliate videos? Okay. Yeah. Any video you make, like you don't need to make an affiliate video, right? So I'm sitting here, right? Say this is just a YouTube video, and I posted on my YouTube channel afterwards, you know, and I didn't talk about anything, just had a conversation about anything. I can post the gear in there that I used in that video. You can post the makeup you wore in that video. You can post anything that you want to be an affiliate. Now, I highly suggest people not to go stupid, crazy with it, where it's like anything and everything, only because then you kind of show your audience that you're like, you want to build that, you know, that trust with your audience, where the things that you truly recommend or things that you truly use, right? Like, I'm not going to go and talk about like something that I don't even like, I don't use or don't need, but like if there's certain things that I use, like for example, I have in there Amazon products. So the gear I use is on all my YouTube videos. I don't talk about my gear every single time. I don't talk about my gear 99.9% of the time. I talk about other gear, but it's there because people ask me sometimes what I record with, what my gear is. So I added a section in my description for that. Also, people were asking me a lot how I lost all my weight. What are some of the things I was using to use my weight? So I have a little description. My description has a little section of like, hey, gear or items that I use to lose weight with when I lost 200 pounds. Right. So it was like, you know, the snacks I like or the air fryer I use and stuff like that. I had that in there because people were asking me about it. So why wouldn't I have it in there? But if I wasn't asked about some of that stuff, or I wouldn't go and put like a paper clip on there. You know what I mean? I'm trying to like find a way to explain it without over explaining it. But I just do things that you truly believe in, things that you truly use, that things that you would find that your customers, that your audience would like truly want to know about. Let's see here. They say you're supposed to wait until after 2. They say you're supposed to wait until after 2. What are you talking about? Sorry. I'm currently working on my personal branding audience and would only do links if they asked about them. Yeah, I don't. You can do that, but you don't be afraid to post some of the other things that you use to make those videos with. You will be surprised on how many people are curious. You got to remember, guys, like when it comes to like personal branding and stuff like this, majority, 90% of your audience is never going to comment, is never going to do, they're there just to watch. We would love them to comment. We would love them to like. We would love them to do the things that help our videos out. But we have a lot of viewers that never say or do anything, right? I get a lot of viewers that come through here that never say anything, but they do think some things, and they will get nosy and poke around sometimes, right? So the viewer that is wondering what camera I'm using, and because they're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, possibly. I'm hearing thunder again. If I lose power, I'm done, guys. They might go to my description just to see if there's something in there about it, right? So I'm servicing that viewer at that point, and the whole goal as a brand and as a content creator is to serve the audience. Right? I'm not serving them just anything that wouldn't make sense, but I am serving them in a sense of what they ask for and then what I use. Because people that follow you, people that want to know about you, they might want, like, for example, like I would assume you wear makeup. Assumptions, I shouldn't probably make them, but I am who I am. But if you do wear makeup, right? There's going to be probably a viewer that doesn't want to ask you what makeup you wear, but love the makeup of the eyeliner or something you wear, and go to the comment or the description section to see if you list it there, or if you have a storefront with a list of items that you use, right? Like that's the thing, like Amazon storefronts with the list of items that you use. People go and look for that kind of stuff all the time. I've done it for 6 years, like on YouTube alone. And so I know like that happens so much, and there's so much opportunity that people miss up on because they think that, well, I don't want to do that because I don't want them to think that I'm trying just to push affiliate on them. No, you're not trying to push affiliate on them. What you're trying to do is serve them the best way possible. That's why I say don't go and just put anything on affiliate, right? Don't go just putting your entire freaking house in your description, because that's obvious at that point. But there are real things that could serve your audience, especially if the things that you talk about are things that are centered around you, like your makeup and stuff like that, maybe your hair, your whatever you do. Then I don't see anything wrong with it. I actually think it's better to do that to help your audience out. And it'd be crazy. You'll think that, well, maybe it will, maybe it won't. And then one day you'll get that comment like, hey, I just bought that mascara you were talking about in your description. And I appreciate that. I've been looking at that and wanting to know what you use for a while. I see it happens with me sometimes. Hey, I didn't know that it was that mic you used. It was in your description. Appreciate that. No problem. Okay. Oh, two. Yeah, I hear different things. I could tell you 3 months is too young though. Like he was neutered at 3 months. That's way too long. Way too young. Like I was like, I can't believe he was neutered at 3 months. I was a lurker for a day before I accidentally at him as a comment. And look at you. Now you're here commenting, talking. Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, so hopefully I answered your questions about that. It's almost 5 o'clock. I'm almost done with my espresso. We got, have you heard of Binnable? Yes, I have. I'm not on Binnable, but I've definitely heard of Binnable. So like for me personally, because I've been doing content in UGC, I've been doing this for over a year full time. So April of 2025 is when I went full time. I don't necessarily need to go and look for work just because I have so many returning clients and so many inbounds. I don't wake, and this isn't like, look at me. This is just because I've done it so long and I've put in so many reps. I usually wake up with at least 2 or 3 inbounds. Now, do I take all of them? No, 90% of the time. If you've been doing UGC, you know, no, they're pretty low and they suck. If you know, I know you guys probably know Anna from social. Me and her in the same wavelength when it comes to that crap. Those stupid freaking Canvas UGC videos. I can't get behind them. I cannot do a video. I cannot do 30 videos a month for $6 a video. There's just no way. That is ludicrous. You are a freaking social media marketing team and you're doing it all by yourself for $6 a video because you have to create an account. You have to upload all the videos on your account. You have to go and interact with everybody. No, Canva UGC is absolutely garbage in my opinion. Sorry. But yeah, Binnable. I have heard of Binnable. I've heard good things about Binnable. I just haven't been on there and I haven't done it. Yeah, I know. And that's the crazy thing is people were trying to hype me up on it. Like they had me going too. At first, they had me going, and it was funny because the person that taught me about, they had it going up until the price because they failed to mention what they pay until the very end, and then all of a sudden they want to mention what they pay at the very end, and I was just like, you sat here and wasted my time for that, for that. I said, yeah, you must have forgot how to speak because I know you didn't just say $10 or $1,000. I know you meant to say $10,000, right? Like I know you because you telling me I got to run an entire marketing agency pretty much by myself on a brand new account. Like you mean 10,000 a month, right? Not 1,000. There ain't no way. Oh, well, they're only 15-second videos. Nah, I don't want to hear all that. Then you do it. Why ain't you doing it? You do it yourself. Why? Because you don't want to make 30 videos a month for nothing, because that's going to be a lot of work, especially going in there, commenting, and liking all the comments, replying, and doing this, that. Nah, get that nonsense out of here. But you know what? Hey, I'm not hating on anybody that does it because everybody runs their business the way they run their business. If you like doing Canva UGC, more power to you. Your boy ain't doing it though. I got no time for that nonsense. Yeah, you had me, then lost me. I refuse to use Canva UGC and really dislike that they are trying to call themselves. I know. Every time somebody says Tech UGC, I'm like, oh yeah, I do Tech UGC all the time. I got a Sony, Alpha A7 III right here. I got a drone. What kind of tech we doing? Oh no, that kind of tech. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Well, I'm interested in Tech UGC, just not that Tech UGC. I'm not trying to. No. I actually did tell a brand one time. I was just like, I'll do it for 10,000. They said 1,000 a month. I was like, I'll do it for 10,000. Y'all out y'all's mind. You think I'm doing 30 videos a month for $1,000? Like y'all trying to and like Jessica said, y'all trying to really hype that up in the email too, ain't y'all? Y'all really we're ongoing work. But it's okay though, because what we'll do is we'll give you bonuses. So if your content performs, we'll make sure we give you bonuses. I'm good. You go to y'all can go to those new creators with all that. I ain't doing Tech UGC. I'm Canva UGC. I'm good. That was a good side note. Anyways, do you audit portfolios? I can. I can't right now because it'll take me a while, and I've been streaming for 2 hours, so I'm not going to be able to do a live audit right now. But you can, next time I'm live, come in here at the beginning, and I'll see if I can't audit it live for you. Just kind of take a look at it and stuff like that. I got to see how I could do that live on YouTube at the same time. Maybe I should be able to. Just know if I audit your portfolio live, it will be turned into a multiple mini videos, and it will be posted across social media. Just FYI there. Not saying any of them going viral, but I record my lives and then break them into little series now. I act like I've been doing it for a while, but I literally just did this starting yesterday. So it's not like it's gonna go viral or anything, but I do want to let you know you will be on social media with your portfolio if I end up doing that. Tear me apart. Anything help to improve? Yeah, I'm the person. I'm not like I don't tear people apart, but I'll definitely be honest with them, but in a healthy way. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, some of the people I know that tear people apart, I don't like the way certain people do it and stuff, but that's just my personal opinion. Hi, I'm from California. Yes, I asked, where do you recommend you start for brand new for this? Yes. Hey, welcome back, Becky. I literally tried to answer your question earlier. I think I did, but the power and stuff went out and everything else, and you couldn't get back in here. I understand. My bad. Blame Florida and this weather. It must be, is it sunny in California right now? Because it's not over here, freaking A. But, so starting out, if you're starting out, let me see, I'm Becky G. It really depends. Like, I highly always recommend everybody to start out with UGC. That's just me personally, because I think UGC is the fastest way to start making real income in the space. Affiliate is another way, all these other things are different ways to do it, but all that can come at any time. UGC though, starting on like Fiverr I won't say Fiverr is the quickest way. I've learned that it has changed, but it is the best still, in my opinion, is the best place to start creating gigs on Fiverr, just because it can take a little while to get started in the algorithm, going through the algorithm and stuff, and learning how to do Fiverr is a skill in its own. And then once you get to that, you go and do Binnable, Coley, all these other little platforms that do pay really low. But you can get started pretty quickly in there while Fiverr is getting going for you. It's in the 90s. I have some choice words for it. It's actually in the 90s here too, though. It is like literally, it is 96 degrees right now. So it just rained and now it's 96. So if I walk outside, I'm going to be steamed alive, pretty much. It is hot as freaking. Florida is like literally next to the sun. And then it's like the world. So it's like the sun, Florida, world. That's how it has been for the past 2 weeks here. In any case. But no, I highly, highly recommend starting with UGC. And the reason why I say to start with UGC, Becky, is You don't have to have a following. You don't have to have, like, you don't have to know anything really about like social media itself. You just have to be willing to get on camera. If you're willing to do this right here, put your face on camera, make videos on you on camera, face on camera and stuff like that. And you can talk about products and stuff. If any of you guys was just here a few minutes ago, I did a live demo of a Amazon influencer video with my DJI mini mics, and I'll pat myself on the back. It was a really good live demo. I did a 90-second video, no script or anything, and I freaking knocked it out of the park. I'll be honest with you, I'll probably take that and post it to see if I get sales for it. Why not? You know what I mean? But in any case, UGC is literally the easiest way to get started because brands, you don't have to post on your social media page. You don't have to like have a social media following or anything. You'll create a video for the brand. They'll buy that video from you and then run it for themselves. They'll either post it as what they call organic content on their social media platform, or they'll run it as paid advertisement or paid ads, UGC on like Meta, TikTok, LinkedIn, Google Ads space, and all this, that, and the other. So that's like where I highly recommend, and I highly recommend starting with Fiverr, period. What's some of the other things that I was just gonna, yep, sorry. He is super honest. I remember when I touched my gig on Fiverr tour. yeah, I know. I was like, what? Why would you do that? Nah, it's cloudy in my part of California. Oh, it's cloudy. Well, the cloud might help a little bit. Thank you so much. I'm going on the right track. Oh, beautiful. Becky, are you in UFA or any community or anything like that in the UGC space? I am super curious there. You can come stay for free and teach me. Ha, ha, ha. No thunder. Yeah, California, I would definitely. The last time I was in California I was in Palm Springs in February. Oh, no, nothing yet. Okay, cool. I would highly recommend finding a community. Find a community that you can get a part of and be a part of, because it helps the learning curve by so much. Because like the learning curve on any of this can be intimidating, especially like Fiverr and stuff, because of all the pitfalls, like all the keyword research, how you should do your gig intros, the titles, thumbnails, and all that. So find a community that teaches all that and get with them. I am part of a community. If you are curious about that, I can give you some information on that. Just let me know. I love the DJs. I just got the minis. Yeah, the minis. I like them too. Now I didn't get the 32-bit float DJI minis. I got the 24. But for UGC, you don't really need the 32-bit. I think tech, so that's why I'm throwing those technical terms out there. But I do want the 32-bit float ones, but they're like $230 or something like that. I didn't want to spend that. Yes, please. Oh, okay, yeah. So I'm part of UFA. UFA is a community it's all to do with Fiverr, pretty much, right? So we teach the foundations of Fiverr, and then we teach like how to create your gigs, how to create a profile, how to create your intro videos, what kind of keyword research is to do on there, like how SEO works on Fiverr and stuff like that. And we have a community with literally, I think it's like 4,000 different Fiverr creators in there. And we have been around for 3 years. So we're one of the oldest, if not the oldest UGC Fiverr community out there. Arbel Kimmick, I don't know if you've heard of her. Her name is Arbel Kimmick. She runs the TikTok freelance Big Sis. And she has been on the platform for 12 years. So she has pretty much done it all. She has seen all the pitfalls. She knows what works, what doesn't work. She's a community leader for Fiverr itself as well. And she created the community to help people out. And in that community, there's also a course that teaches you everything. And it's a video course. So it's not like a PDF or anything. It's all video, so you can listen and hear exactly what to do instead of reading a freaking ChatGPT made PDF that you see nowadays when people make courses. I'm just being real. But that is something that she does. She updates it all the time and stuff as well. So that's the community that I'm in. It's called UFA. It typically, and it's crazy, I shouldn't even be live right now, by the way. It's typically $300 to join, but while I'm live, we do give it for $97 for live access forever. So you pay it one time and you get access for the rest of your life. So if you want to know about that or how to do that, I'm not trying to push that on anybody, but let me know and I'll show you exactly how to do it and how to get it, because it's a code. You got to put the code in. And that's good while I'm live. And I'm going to be live for a few more minutes while questions are coming in, and I'm going to hop off here. But yeah, I just came across her yesterday. Okay, cool. So you know so you know exactly who Arbel Kamick is. Yeah. So yeah, it's her whole thing. I'm an admin and a coach in there. I'm one of her older students. I'm one of her first male students, and I'm just one of her coaches in there. And she allows me to sell her course for $97 while I'm live, because one is, I love to help people. So we've been on here for 2 hours. This is the first time I think I'm bringing it up, and I just like to give a lot of free information. And I love her and she loves me. So, but yeah, if you want to know about it, feel free to let me know. Hell yeah, I'm in. That's great. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So, how it works is you just need to go to the website. I don't have 1,000 followers, so I would tell you to go to my bio and stuff, but you can't. So I'll just show you where you need to go. It's just Arbel's Facebook. Or not Facebook, but her TikTok. Sorry. So when you go to her TikTok, make sure you're following the right person now, because a lot of times there are a lot of people that like act like they're her, but they're not her. I actually enjoy it because they'll message me to think that I don't know her, and I'll talk to them as if I'm brand new and know nothing about it, and they'll try to sell me something that's a scam. Just the way to know it's her is she has the 87,000 followers, right? So if you see the 87,000 followers, you'll know it's her, right? So if you go to her stand store on her page right there, there's that link in the bio, and you click on it. That UFA, that's the first one right there. When you click on that, it's going to pop this up. This is like saying you're going out of the page or going off TikTok. Click on the 3 dots that are up here. I know it's like a step-by-step process. And if you hit open in browser, that's when it'll take you to the actual website. And then from there, you can actually scroll through and then like see some of the stuff. Here, I'll see if I can show you. See some of the stuff that's on the page. If you scroll down, you'll see some of the successful students like myself and other students that have been very successful on her. You see her, she was like on Times Square for Billboard for Fiverr. She was the first person. And then actually this person... Okay, I can't do it. Whatever. We had one of our students that was the second person up there ever. But in any case, the most important part of it is if you do want that $97, once you click on join, you'll see it says $297. But there's a coupon code, and it's my coupon. It's my own personal coupon code while I'm live, and it's first step. It's all one word, by the way. So when you put it in, it should be one word, first step, and then when you hit apply, you'll see it drop $200 off immediately. So it'll go from $297 to $97, and it's only while I'm live. And I'll stay live for you. If you're gonna go do it, I'll stay live for you for a few minutes, because once I hit in live and stuff, like it's automatic, it all goes away. And I don't want you to not be able to get in for the 97. So it's like it's a time promotion and all that. You know how all that works. So, but yeah, you'll get access to the community forever, and you'll also get access to the course. And every time it's updated and all that as well, you'll do that. Cool. When you go over, come back and let me know. Then I'll tell you. I'll tell you what you're gonna get, so that you don't. So you know what to look for as well. So I'll wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna sit here and wait on her. I'm gonna answer some more questions while I do it too, guys. So while I'm doing it. Let me answer another question here. Awesome. Cool. Where are we at? TikTok. Okay, cool. Hey, does this still work? Do I have this still here? Does that work? I don't think that worked, did it? Did y'all hear clapping? I don't think so. Anyways, okay, cool. All right, let me ask another question that's continuously asked to me about content creation and stuff like that. How do you know when you add a second? Okay, I've already done on that one. What is the biggest misconception people have about multiple? Okay. What is the biggest misconception people have about multiple streams of income? What is the biggest misconception? This is a pretty... I heard the clapping. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. That way I could clap when she comes back in here and says she got in. So one of the biggest misconceptions to me is that you think that you have to learn like everything about it before you can move on. So earlier when I was talking about it, I said you do want to concentrate on one thing at a time. but you don't need to concentrate on them so much that you're trying to become this new term that I absolutely hate, by the way, a 1%er in the category or in the industry before you can move on to the next. Right. Once you kind of understand how it works and how it works, you need to move on to the next thing, because multiple streams of income can unlock new potentials for you that you didn't know existed. And what I mean is, when you're making multiple streams of income, your brain as a entrepreneur and a business owner starts to think on different levels. And what will happen is you'll start thinking of ways that you didn't even know that you could make money in, because it never came to you, because what you're doing is you're tapping in to the entrepreneur mindset, and it causes you to think on a deeper level and learn on a deeper level. So when you're learning different streams of income and stuff, your juices are going to flow, your creativeness is going to flow, and all of a sudden you're going to learn, like, you're going to start seeing like things pop up in front of you that you never thought about before. And you're going to be like in a shower, and you're going to be like freaking out, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. And you're having all these amazing, I'm a shower guy. I guess I get like all my ideas in a shower. Like, I hear that happens to a lot of entrepreneurs and stuff. So if it happens to you, let me know in the chat. It happens to me all the time. I'll get out of the shower, and I'm like, I got to write this down, or I got to like do a voice recording or something, because I just had an amazing idea in the shower. And my wife's like, what? You thought about that in the shower? I'm like, yeah. What else am I supposed to do other than wash my butt? UGC has unlocked a creative side I've never knew I had. Yeah, UGC is definitely really, really, really good at unlocking creative sides, because you have to do a lot of creative thinking when making brand videos, right? Like, especially if you don't just let AI be your crutch and being a creative. When you start getting outside of AI and using AI as more of a tool than a crutch, then what happens is your creative mindset will start thinking, and it'll start producing new things, new ideas to you that you never knew was possible. So that is, yeah, definitely agree with that 100%. Being a UGC creator will definitely have that unlocked for you. Oh, let's go, Becky. Yeah, that is awesome, Becky. She's now in the community, UFA. Make sure. Okay, so you're going to get 2 emails. One's going to be like your receipt, and the other one's going to be your access. Whatever you use to sign up and for everything, that's where should be where your receipt and email is going, and that's what you should use to sign up for when you do the Facebook and everything else. Once you get in, you'll get a welcome message. Feel free to shout me out. You can tag me in Facebook. I'm James. You could James Pugh, or I'm either James Pugh or UGC by Pugh on Facebook, and I'm in there. I'm an admin, so I'll see you. If you do you need any kind of help when your intro videos and stuff, if you create an intro video once you get through those lessons and stuff, feel free to post those in the community. Tag me if you want to. I like to look out for the people that sign up and stuff like that. So we have a lot of creators in there now. So feel free. I give you full permission to tag me anytime you need help like that. Tag me, and I'll do everything in my power to help you out and get you going on that. Just make sure you go through that, get in that course, start like eating that knowledge up. I promise you, like, it's going to be awesome. And then once you get those gigs and stuff set up and everything, we can start like figuring out other ways to unlock other potential incomes and stuff for you too. No, Becky, I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming out and everything else. All right, cool. So Becky just signed up for the UFA. It's a $97 course that's on sale right now for $97. It's usually $297 that you get lifetime access to the community and everything else. It's $97. You guys feel free, if you want to know how to do it or get access to it, it's for Fiverr, Art Bell Chemics, Freelance Big Sis community. Feel free to ask me any questions about it below. If not a biggie. Yes, Chris has actually been in there. He's been in there since late last year, Chris, right? And you've had some pretty good success on there. I'd say you're one of the success stories that is newer, like a newer creator. You're Gen X, right? So Gen X creator that has had some pretty good success going through the community and through the course and everything. I think you're killing it, right? Am I wrong on saying that, Chris? Aren't you killing it on early January has been pretty good. I'm a level 1. Okay, perfect. And I mean, you're level 1. You're already out of new level status. You're making money on the platform. You're getting orders and stuff. That's a win. Early January, and you're probably already, if not, I would say you. Am I wrong saying you've probably hit your 97? You've already made your 97 back. Am I wrong in saying that, Chris? How long does it take for someone to get approved to use on Facebook group? Yeah, Katie. So it just typically, honestly, it depends, because I think we have it set to automatically approve at every 10 people or something like that to sign up. It automatically approves them or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% positive, but I know it's a manual approved process too. If you have signed up and you haven't got access, you can email support@freelancebigsis.com. It could be something like you maybe used the wrong email or something like that, and I know you don't yell at me in the chat if you're like, I did use the right email. Sometimes people do like one letter off or something. They thought they typed the right thing or something like that. So just, if you did, just give it time, especially if it just happened a day or two ago. I promise you we'll get you access if there's an issue there. Will do. Thank you. Yeah. It's support@freelancebigsis.com. Just when you do reach out to them, let them know you're trying to get access to the community, and let them know what email you signed up with. Because that's, if you're reaching out to them through a separate email that's not with the email you signed up with, that would be the issue as well. Yeah, 100%. I have made my money back. Okay, perfect. Yeah, and that's good. And so that's the biggest thing. You've made your money back, and you've learned, and it's probably taught you, like you said, it's probably taught you other skills and stuff on the outside of Fiverr, because because it's unlocked that potential of how you think and how creatives work and stuff. Starting out on Fiverr and doing orders and stuff like that, it's probably helped you on the outside of Fiverr too. I know for me it has anyways, because I started out on Fiverr before I went on the outside of Fiverr, and taking the knowledge that I learned from Arbel's community helped with how I communicate with some clients on the outside and how I negotiate and stuff on the outside of Fiverr too, because Fiverr is a huge upselling platform. So like learning that skill through Fiverr has really taught me how to upsell myself on the outside of Fiverr. But I'm gonna dive in. See you in the next square. Nice, next Times Square. I really want to be on the next Times Square. I am definitely jealous on that one. I told Arbel, I was like, I never knew I wanted to be on Times Square billboard until I saw you on there, and now that's all I can think about. Like, I want to be on there so bad. I'd love to see my big, ugly, beautiful face on there. So yeah, definitely jump in, and I can't wait to see you in the community. Guys, if you are brand new here and you've been in here for a little while, feel free to ask any questions that you have for me, what I do, what I am doing, or anything else. I'm going to be live as long as the questions come in. If they go away, I am going to stop. I've been live for over 2 hours, so I'm tired. But I will continue to stay here if you have questions about me, the community, or UGC, or, in general. So I'll give you a couple seconds to ask any of those questions. If you don't have them, that's perfectly fine. I'll come back another day and start streaming again. We did lose our live a few times because of the storms and stuff. So we did have quite a few people in here earlier, but it ended up working out. We had some more people come through and stuff, and got a lot of questions answered and helped a lot of people out. That's the biggest thing, right? Me going live and stuff, I want to help people out. That's the biggest thing I want to do, is when I'm live and stuff, I want to make sure I'm helping people out. Like Becky, we got her plugged into the community. We have a couple other people ask about the community and stuff like that. And I answered a lot of questions today about UGC, about YouTube, about affiliate marketing, about like all these things that I have learned over time that has made me a successful content creator. Being able to replace my 6-figure trucking job with this, I was able to answer for you guys today. So hopefully you all got something from that, and hopefully I won't go bye-bye tomorrow if I try to go live again because of the Florida storms. Maybe I have to not go live in peak storm time. That might be a good idea. You know what I mean? Like the peak storm sign, maybe go live around 5 instead of 3, where it's peak storm sign. Any case, I don't know. We'll figure it out. It was fun being with you guys, and I'll see you guys next time when I'm live again. That code, by the way, first up, will be live for another 5 minutes or so when I click off of this, and then it's going to automatically go away. So if you guys want to see it or anything, or be able to use it, make sure you go over to Freelance Big Sis TikTok, go to her UFA, and just make sure you put in the bio UFA, and then follow the link out to this course, and then you can get in for $97. In any case, have a great night. I'll see you guys. Peace and love.